Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Gallade. Gallade is a pretty cool Pokemon, probably one of the first Pokemon that I actually used competitively, which I really love using it. It's got really good attack stat, really good special defense stat, pretty good speed stat, that just needs that little bit of a boost to be a little bit better, but it's still not something to turn your nose up at. So I've got two generic sets and one dynamax set for you today, so let's jump on straight in. We have a Choice Scarf Justified set. Now, Justified basically means if you're hit by a dark type attack, I believe it's dark type, if you're hit by a dark type move, your attack is raised by one stage. Now, if you could do this in doubles and do beat up, for example, you are going to have an absolutely huge attack stat, and if you have the Choice Scarf there as well, you are going to be doing a heck of a lot. We have, move-wise, Close Combat, a strong, powerful fighting type attack. Earthquake as a coverage move, it hits a variety of different things. Ice Punch to hit flying types because they are a bit of a pain for you and they can hit you for super effective damage. And then we've got Knock Off, which I believe is a transfer move, so you would have to transfer this from the previous generation. But Knock Off to hit things like Ghost types, which again can hit you for super effective damage. Now, obviously, the Choice Scarf does increase your speed by 1.5 times, but you are then locked into the move that you choose. So, if there are Ghost types, don't choose Close Combat. If there are Flying types, don't use Earthquake, for example. EVs, I've gone for Max Attack and Max Speed, with a Jolly Nature, so more speed and less special attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. You can go for Adamant, so more attack if you want to, but that is entirely up to you, depending on what your speed tiers are looking like in your team. Now, the second Gallade we have is a Steadfast Gallade, and basically, Steadfast, if the Pokemon flinches, its speed increases by one stage, which can be really cool if Pokemon are using things like Fake Out, or if you've got a Togekiss that's trying to use Air Slash, for example. Item on here is Leftovers. We've got Toxic as one of our moves. Again, it's a transfer move, so you would have to transfer if you want Toxic on here, but there is some alternative ways around this if you want to go around it. So we have Toxic and Will-O-Wisp on here. Now, you don't need both of them. You can go for one or the other if you want to, depending on what you're wanting to do. So if you wanted to kind of dwindle down the physical prowess of a team, you could use Will-O-Wisp instead of Toxic. But if you want to start racking up damage, you'd use Toxic instead. Obviously, if you can't transfer, I'd recommend just using Will-O-Wisp and then getting rid of the Toxic and replacing with Ice Punch or something, or Earthquake, for example, along those lines to give you some support. And we've got Drain Punch as our Fighter-type move, which is really good because it can heal you up by hitting different Pokemon, and you're going to be able to manage your health much more effectively. And finally, we have Wish on here, which basically means that you can heal yourself up, or you can heal another Pokemon up, which can be really handy, especially if you've got a Pokemon in the back that's dwindling on its health, and changing it, bringing it in would cause issues. So you can sometimes put Wish on a Pokemon there. EVs, we've got Max HP and Max Special Defense with a Careful Nature, so more Special Defense and less Special Attack, and then 4 EVs and Attack, just boosting that Drain Punch a little bit more. And then finally, for our Dynamax set, you have two options of what you could run on this for item-wise. You could run Weakness Policy or Choice Band. If you was to run Choice Band, remember that when you're Dynamax, the Choice Band does not have the effect, so you're not locked into a move, so you can use different things. The Weakness Policy will double your attack and your special attack, which is really cool. And when you're Dynamax, you obviously have more HP as well, so you'll be able to live more hits. Now, whilst Dynamax, I would recommend using a combination of Aerial Ace and Brick Break to increase your attack and speed. So, Aerial Ace will increase your speed with Max Airstream by 1 stage each time you do it, and then Brick Break will increase your attack stat by 1 stage each time you do it. So, obviously, depending on what you're looking at and what your opposing team, you might want to do 2 Brick Breaks and 1 Aerial Ace, or 2 Aerial Aces and 1 Brick Break, depending on if your Weakness Policy has been activated, for example. And then we have Poison Jab, which is a powerful Poison type attack, it can hit things like fairy types, which can hit you for super effective damage, and then Stone Edge to hit things like flying types, which can be a bit of a pain as well. So got quite a variety on that set there. Again, put Steadfast on here. You could have Justified if you want to, but I think with the chance of already getting a +3 in attack, the opportunity to increase your speed would potentially be a little bit better. But Justified or Steadfast works well on either of these sets. Oh, sorry, either of them work well on this set, sorry. Max attack and max speed with a Jolly Nature, so more speed and less special attack. Again, you could go for Adamant if you wanted to, if you want to just raise up that attack power a little bit more, but that is entirely up to you. And yeah, that is all for today, so I hope you enjoy this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.